Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
And we're just an adorable couple in love that loves reacting to Attack on Titan.
Yes, we do. Season 3, episodes 7 and 8 today.
It's Oliver.
He's excited too.
He's very excited. He's got his gingerbread man.
Yeah. See?
And we got Bucky here as well. If you want early ad-free access and our full uncut reactions for Attack on Titan, check out our Patreon. Links in the description of the video. And we're going to get started.
Let's do it.
Okay.
All right, Historia. It seems we're finally alone. Listen, Historia. I imagine that this will sound strange to you, but Frida isn't entirely dead.
She's
Your
living in
sister's
Canada.
memories are still alive. Would you like the chance to meet her again?
Yes.
Excellent.
Understand, Eren. Think of your mother. You can avenge her.
So is that like a Titan serum?
Good question.
So we knew it was an injection. We always thought it was like blood, but because we were like fixated on that.
We were, yes.
What are those?
Yeah!
Light him up.
Shit is right.
Gunpowder. Judging from those fires, this could get ugly.
Damn right.
Shoot him down.
Signal flares. We can't shoot if we can't see our targets.
That's the point.
35 total in the upper parts of the pillars. We'll take them all out right here.
Everyone scatter!
Damn it! Where'd they go?
Yep, they want you to get up close, where they have the advantage.
The anti-personnel ODM gear has a big weakness. The anchor points in the same direction as the gun, so once it's deployed, the gun can't be aimed again.
Huh.
They're vulnerable to an attack from behind.
Ha!
Smart, Armin.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Look over there! Fire!
I missed.
I never miss.
Mm-hmm.
Die!
No, Connie.
Oh, good shot!
Who took that shot? Is that Sasha?
Yeah.
Get back into the smoke before they shoot you!
Way to go, Sasha.
Damn it!
But their greatest weakness is that once they've fired twice,
Did they reload?
they need a few seconds to reload their weapon.
Damn, she's fast.
Oh,
Hell yeah,
Mikasa?
she is.
Yeah, she is. She's taking him head on. She's like, I don't even care what this hit him from behind shit.
Oh.
We have to stop them!
You're not gonna get the time.
Levi.
Oh, shit.
Hey, Levi. I don't exactly have time to waste on you.
All the blood on her face.
When you're chasing your enemy, you shouldn't just stare straight ahead. Here, damn wit!
Come on, Levi.
Clever.
Very clever.
Ooh, that was a cool ass shot. I'm coming through the flames. Got a piece.
Bastard! That really hurt.
I bet.
Those shots weren't even close!
No.
I found another reckless spirit!
No.
Don't get too confident. No.
Oh, shit.
Hanji!
Time to regroup!
Stay out of our damn way, you little runt.
Strange device, rod rise, story, rise to use and transform into a titan. Spinal fluid, okay. All right, so not too far off. Blood, spinal fluid. It looked red before.
Yeah.
Why are you glaring like that?
The power his father stole for him must be returned to its rightful place. That place is with you.
No!
The cavern we're in now, using the Titan power of our ancestor. The very same power was employed to build the three walls. The voice of this founding Titan reached out to touch the people's hearts and altered their memories forever. Today, humanity knows nothing of the world before the walls. The only exception is your sister, Frida Rice. Frida possessed far more than the power to become a Titan. She knew what this world was once like. She was only 15 years old when she took the burden of that knowledge upon herself. In this very chamber, she ate her uncle, my younger brother.
Why doesn't he take the serum?
That's a good question.
Does that mean
Yes, you're going to have to eat Aaron.
In time, she could have wiped the Titan Scourge from the face of the world. But then his father came and stole that power away. The Founding Titan's might can only be wielded by a member of our bloodline, as long as he remains the vessel for that power.
Yeah, then you're gonna have to eat Eren.
Sounds like you said that if someone who isn't a Rice eats Eren, they won't get the powers of the king. Even if I do turn into a Titan and eat Eren, it ain't gonna do me any good.
This was your play all along?
Ooh.
I waited a long time for this day because I knew if there was one thing you weren't lying about, it was the succession ritual. You knew what I was after this whole time, and you knew I didn't have a chance in hell of getting it. But you went ahead and used me, huh? And you can kiss this half of your head goodbye.
Stop it!
Your daddy doesn't give a damn. He brought you here so he can turn you into a monster. And after that, he's gonna make you eat your buddy Eren.
If that's my duty, then that's what I'll do. I'll eat Eren and bring my sister back.
Oh,
I'll inherit
God.
the world's history and exterminate every last Titan. If that's my duty, then I'll do it.
What the hell has this old bastard ever done for you?
Exactly.
This piece of trash is too scared to turn into a Titan himself.
Mm-hmm.
That's the kind of man your daddy is.
That's what you needed to ask, is why didn't he do it himself?
It's essential that I do not become a Titan myself.
Why?
You mustn't believe him. I'm the only man alive you can trust.
You haven't
She's
said
known you
why.
for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, and you abandoned her.
You served me well up to this moment. You're free now. Go find another purpose for your life and live out your years.
That'd bore me to death. So,
He's gonna free Eren.
if she wants to turn into a Titan, well, then that's her choice to make. But I say, the boy should get a fair shot.
Nice. Good job, Kenny.
If Historia wins, well, then you'll have your peace. But if Eren takes her down, the situation stays the same.
I mean, did you have to do it over his eyes?
Take this injection and you'll become a powerful Titan. To take his powers, you have to consume his spinal fluid.
Reckon I'd better step back.
Go on. You have to hurry.
If you become a Titan, he will
Yep.
attack you. If you stay human, he's not going to come after you.
Why aren't you transforming?
He doesn't have any desire to fight you.
Defend yourself!
I killed my dad.
Historia, this is your chance.
It didn't have to be like this. All that death could have been avoided if Dad hadn't done what he did. She would have been able to do something to stop all this. Countless people ended up getting killed. Thomas, Nak, Mina, Milius, Marco, everyone on Levi's squad, the people of Stohus, and the soldiers who came to save me. And honest, I can never atone for all of their pain. I shouldn't have happened.
She knows how that feels.
It's all up to you.
Didn't expect that, did you?
I remember when you said I was a normal girl. I was so happy.
This your idea of trying to be nice?
What's wrong, Historia?
He's gonna jam it in you.
Are you scared?
For 100 years, we had the power.
Why didn't you stop the Titans then?
Why didn't our family do something?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
That's because the same king who built this world within the walls for humanity wanted us to live in fear of the Titans for all of time.
A common enemy for humanity.
My brother and I pleaded with our father to free humanity from the Titans. Eventually, the time came for one of us to succeed him. When I looked into his eyes, I understood my brother wasn't there. He had become something greater. Do you know what such a being is called? God.
This is how that cult started.
I have no business telling you how to live your life, Krista. Live a life you can be proud of.
Nice. Well done. Was that the last one?
Oh, he's going a little crazy.
Oh!
God, my ass! If it's such an honor to become him, then why didn't you do it yourself? I'm done with your shit. And I'm not gonna let you murder me!
Oh yeah, she came to her senses.
Hell yeah.
This is getting good.
This is getting good.
What are you doing, Historia? If you don't kill me, then everyone else will keep suffering. I can't live like this. I'll end it.
Shut up,
Eren.
dumbass! I don't care! I don't care about killing all the Titans, and I don't care about freeing mankind either! I'm starting to get sick of humanity. I say let them get wiped out by Titans! And if that makes me an enemy of humanity, so be it. I don't care if I'm the worst girl who's ever lived!
Well, that was relatable.
Mm-hmm.
I'm coming. Just wait.
Oh, shit. Well, it's a good thing she freed Eren.
Yeah. What the hell?
Wow, what an image.
I mean, but they didn't inject the whole thing. He just took one little lick, and then all of a sudden, it was like, boom, he goes crazy, weird serpent titan.
Well, he said it just needed to, they just needed to get the spinal fluid in the body. He never mentioned, like, necessarily a dosage. We assumed there was a dosage because of syringe, but, like, if it's literally any drop of this spinal fluid inside your body can produce a titan. Now, my only thought would be probably weaker, though, right? So, like, Eren's got a better chance.
Maybe. I mean, like, yeah, we assumed that the whole syringe goes in there. Maybe it was only like a drop that had to go in there anyways. And like, that was how they
pass it down through the ages.
Good on Krista for asking questions and, you know, seeing through her father's bullshit and being like, okay, yeah, why didn't you stop the Titans before? If you could always do this, it's been for 100 years. If he's such a god and that's a great powers. Like, I mean, she just asked all the right questions and like, you understood why she was going along with it at first. It's like she didn't have a family and then she's finally being accepted. And she's like, you know, it's that every girl's dream, right? You're really a princess and really you're going to be the savior of the world and all these great things, you know? So, but if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is.
And I mean, in terms of like why she went along with it in the first place, there was a moment when she was like, father, like called out his name. And I was like, honey, you are so wrapped up in that word, you know, because you are looking on him as what a father should be. But you got to look at the man that's right in front of you. Like, father or no father, look at the man and then figure out what kind of father he's going to be. Then figure out what he wants you to do. And so like, it was so great that like preceding moment of just hearing her call out that way and like hearing the voice actor did a great job, like how much that word meant to her to like finally have that family. Which is why it was like all the more impressive when the switch flipped and she started to fend for herself and stand on her own 2 feet.
So Eren still has the coordinate powers. We can control other Titans, at least like the lesser Titans. But he doesn't have the, like, so if I'm understanding this correctly, like the whole mind wipe thing can only be accessed if you have the royal blood. Yes. Because Kenny the Ripper comes in and he's just like, oh, you knew this was like kind of like what I wanted, like something like it has to be the royal bloodlines. I mean, he still could have been a Titan and I don't know, gotten that power. That's really what he wanted, but just wouldn't have like that one ability of wiping people's memories. And really, like, so why do you think that the Titans were, if they had the ability, let's say they did have the ability to destroy the Titans always, why do you think they didn't?
Power
and control.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tale as old as time.
Pretty much. It's just like kind of, you know, you can think of it as in the, I don't know if it's altruistic sense, but like in the glasses half full, well, you know, give humanity a common enemy. And we were just talking about how rare it was to see like humans killing humans and like that really was like, you know, something that just was not happening because every life was precious. And that's all a great logic. But then they also said like that people really are just like cattle there as well, right? Just like, okay, well, you need to sacrifice some of them to keep the Titans in there, but you need to have some Titan attacks to make sure people like, you know, don't venture outside the walls. We keep them controlled in here, and then we keep our power and go on and just like, you know, make you feel better about ourselves because really this is for the sake of humanity.
Yeah. I mean, maybe once upon a time it started off with that altruistic intent that like, hey, we need to get everybody in like a singular location so that we can have more control, but for the betterment of humanity and whatnot. I'm not sure that that's the case, but like, let's just pretend once upon a time. However, sitting pretty in a fat castle in an inner sanctum, always safe, confidently always safe, and having the ability to control everyone because no matter what you give them, they're so grateful to not be on the other side of the wall that they're going to be happy. And there's not enough of them to fight back because you've done population control with some Titan attacks. So like, I think, you know, power corrupts. Absolute power corrupts. Absolutely. Even if they started with good intent, they've been on top for so long, they're corrupted by it.
And I love I guess there were twists, but like the unexpectedness of certain plot points happening here, like Kenny the Ripper. I mean, you know, great fight between our scouts and, you know, Ripper's men. Like that whole squad, that was a great fight. And then Ripper comes in. And all of a sudden, you start like cheering for the guy because he goes and he frees Eren. He's like, oh, you know, let's make this a fair fight. And he's just, I don't know. an agent of chaos almost. And yeah, like that he could have said, all right, well, screw it. If there's nothing in it for me, then I am going to leave. Like this is because the king said, okay, you can piss off now because your services are no longer required. But no, he didn't just do that. He wasn't like, that would have been like the totally selfish thing, I think to do, but he still went in there, saved Eren. And then the other unexpected part was Eren's whole response.
Yeah. So I loved what they did with Kenny because you go from one moment like being so happy that Levi got a piece of him and like, yeah, he's injured, to the next one being like, go Kenny.
Yeah.
Like it was so, I mean, the switch was so quick. And I just love how the creators like told the story that way and basically like kind of like manipulated us as an audience to go from one extreme to the next. And the blonde member of his crew who took down Hanji, I hate her for taking down Hanji. At the same time, she was so smart about it and she did a clever, I'm like, if you were on our team, I would be like so impressed by you. But the way that she lured Hanji in, and then there's no way that Hanji survived. I don't think. I mean, there's always a possibility, but like being thrown against a marble or glass or crystal pillar and then dropping on her head to the ground, like head first, that just doesn't feel
she kind of slid
very
down
sure. I mean, I want Hanji to be alive. I very much hope that they are, but it feels very unrealistic to expect that going into the next episode.
I think she's alive but paralyzed.
Ooh, ouch. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's got to be some sort of big consequence from this. I don't think they're dead yet, though. I think Zoe's gonna live. But just I think maybe paralyzed. Something like that. But with Eren, like, okay, it's queuing up the Titan battle. All right, nice, yeah, Titan battle. Attack on Titans, all about the action, right? And the Titan fights, and we just had big action in the beginning of this. Let's keep it going. No, there's like, okay, we're gonna give you, something different, and like it's not Eren's rage, and I'm gonna do anything to survive. I'm gonna kill all the Titans. It's him sitting with the fact of what his dad did, what he did to his dad, and then like it's just I don't know. It was just the humanity within him, I guess, to think about all the lives that were lost because of this, like needlessly. And I think he got too hung up on the fact of like, oh, Krista, and like he started to believe the dad too, because in his mind he is the villain and his dad was the villain, so he's the villain. And he started to believe that, oh yeah, well, Krista's the only hope for humanity, go beat the Titans. But it's like, no, his dad was saying was bullshit. Don't believe that. But I like that they sort of slowed it down there just when we were expecting a big fight, and it's like, nope, you're not gonna actually get that. Once again, just playing with our emotions in this episode.
I kind of ripped on Kenny for like cutting him on his forehead, because I'm like, dude, the blood's gonna run in his eye. How is he supposed to fight? But I will say it made for some great dramatic shots to just see Eren with like that blood going down his. I mean, that was a very dramatic image to look at. And then especially as like the tears are coming down the cheeks with the blood, it was just like, yeah. I understand Eren feeling the guilt for devouring his father. That tracks. Like he did actually do that, albeit he wasn't in his right mind. He wasn't himself, and until this moment wasn't even aware of it. But okay, I understand feeling guilty for that. It breaks my heart that he starts feeling guilty and kind of like shouldering the blame of all the lives lost, because that's just not his responsibility, and it was not within his control, and it's not anything that he could have single-handedly rewritten history, And
him dying is not gonna bring those people back.
Exactly. So that broke my heart, and I think like there's almost a cynical side of me that's like, dude, that's your ego talking. Like stop being like the singularly all-important force of the universe for a second, because like, calm down. You're not responsible for all of it. But I think I also, like, to what you said about his humanity, like it's very understandable that he's seeing it kind of like chronologically as a timeline, and he's like, well, at this point it could have stopped, but I ate my dad, and so the cycle continued. Or at this point it could have stopped, but like X happened and the cycle continued. And he just carries that, like he takes on that timeline from that part and like assumes it as his fault, and it's not.
Are you getting Jesus vibes with Eren when they did the whole blood in the eyes and like
Oh.
crown thorns and up there like I'm being sacrificed and
I
for the
actually
sins
hadn't
of
thought about that,
father.
but now that you say that, I'm like, wow, yeah, it's pretty on the nose imagery that they used.
Yeah, even down to like when Pontius Pilate was like licking the spinal fluid of his daughter. Remember that part? Oh no, he just washed his hands in the spinal fluid of his daughter. That's what he said.
Smart. Bible has some dark shit in it.
yeah. That's that was in the redacted version. But yeah, I mean, so really great episode, just start to finish for this one, and yeah, just can't wait for the next one.
Couldn't have said it better.
Let's do it.
Charging straight into their defenses, all to find and rescue Eren.
That was such a great shot. I went through the flames.
Mm-hmm.
There, that was when her spine broke.
I agree with that. I just think it's the falling that kills her.
Oh, it just looks so depraved doing that.
Yeah.
Might be a way through, but it's blocked. Shit.
If we hold them here, we win.
Yeah, you can be locked in there with the Titan. It's fine.
All right, Eren, you need to get over yourself and turn.
This place is about to collapse.
Get the hell out of there.
It opened up!
Oh,
Oh, that was lucky.
Stupid bastard! What the hell are you doing?
desperate.
Let him eat me and everything will be alright!
No, it won't.
Not a chance.
Why won't you listen?
Don't you?
I can't be selfless, and I don't want to be a god. When I see someone crying, saying that no one needs them, I have to go and show them that it isn't true. That's why I need you to be okay.
Astoria!
Mikasa!
All right, now you can protect them or not, Eren?
Give me the keys!
Captain, all of you,
I think he's gonna get out of there.
just leave me here. Forget it. Hurry up and escape.
Stop whining, you half-naked weirdo!
Yeah. Well put. It's like, come on, Eren, don't start being annoying, dude.
Yeah, so you all gotta get out of there.
You really screwed the pooch! Here I thought you were the one man alive that understood Titans, but you didn't know enough, you dumbass! We'll be buried alive!
Not if I can help it.
Should I transform? My Titan would only get crushed.
We need to fix your confidence, dude.
Sorry. I can't. I've been doing away at every damn step of the way. This power never should have been given to me.
Has been, so now what are you gonna do with it?
Armor?
Stop playing the tragic hero, but no one expects you to. We've been through a whole lot worse than this, man.
Not that I really want to get used to it.
I'll take Eren.
It's gonna take all that we have to not get hit, so hold on for your life.
Right.
No, we won't make it.
Oh my god.
So we should do nothing? Want to sit here and hold hands till we're crushed?
I wonder if you guys might just need to, like, smack him.
Dying here won't make anything better.
Yeah.
I really hate that I do this to you all the time.
It's your decision.
Gotta make a choice here.
Yeah. Do you want to live and fight, or do you want to cry and mope?
And die. Eventually crushed by rocks.
Yeah.
This one time, just let me believe I can do this!
You're so tiny next to him, though.
What the? Come on! Get under Eren!
Ooh. Somebody grab her.
What's going on?
Okay, looks like she's also walking a little bit, so
You're right, but she's alive.
yeah. I don't think she's paralyzed.
We just need to keep moving.
They made humans very durable in Attack on Titan.
Section Commander, are you okay?
Yeah, Peachy.
What happened?
Well,
That
the world
kind
just
of
got
happened.
totally fucked.
What the hell is that?
We advance!
Of course
Oh
you
my
do.
god.
You advance. Now rip my other arm off and beat it, holding my teeth.
Eren!
Holy crap.
Mm-hmm. Titan hardening, ability used by the armor Titan. Okay. While in hiding, okay. So practice makes perfect.
Not too shabby, Eren. This could be a game changer.
Listen, before I transformed, I drank from a bottle that said armor.
Gotcha. You saved all our lives. You came up with and built everything we see here in the blink of an eye. This means we finally have a real shot at plugging the hole in Wall Maria. But as ugly as it's been, look at the position we're in now.
If we can pull it off and retake Walmaria, I can finally go to the cellar.
Yes, finally. By the way, did you know where did that little vial come from?
I
That's an armored.
No, I think when Historia got pushed back with that bag,
Okay.
I think that's where it came from.
Okay.
Aaron!
You okay?
We're all safe.
We
thanks
worship
to
you.
When I saw you run off into the light, stumbling like a drunk and wailing like a baby, I thought we were screwed. My fate was in your hands. Have some dignity. That's what I was thinking anyway.
Relax.
Let's go. We have a big-ass Titan to catch.
Yeah, you do.
Hey, here.
Well, he saved them, so hopefully he's over like the whole. No, I don't deserve your hand, Armin. Don't pull me up.
Yeah.
Just leave me here. We're over that part. Oh, he's just like half of a body. Like,
What is he?
I don't know.
I was thinking it's like he's lava.
It's an abnormal. It doesn't care about us.
That's all right. We know what direction it's going. That tells us enough to make a plan.
We found Levi's squad! They succeeded, sir! They have Aaron and Historia!
Anyone hurt?
Yeah, Hanji took a hit.
Hi, it's my blood.
First, anything on that Titan?
It's Rod Rice. Look forward to hearing your thoughts on this.
Still thinking about, putting the rightful bloodline on the throne.
Head back to the wall.
You gonna let that thing drag its fat ass all the way to Cena?
I'm letting it continue towards Orvu district.
It's like an accordion of lava.
Yeah.
In a human outline.
It's because like he only got a taste. Didn't get like the full dose.
Maybe. So he's not like a properly made Titan.
Yeah, I don't know. But like he's huge and like it's like a worm.
Yeah. I can see the worm thing too.
Lord Rice was after the founding Titan's power, and that power currently resides within Aaron. Thing is, the founding Titan can only be used at full potential by someone of royal blood. When a royal does obtain the founding Titan's power, they suddenly take on the First King's ideology, which means they'll refuse to do anything about the Titan.
Really?
Interesting.
I didn't catch that part.
Sort of, neither did I.
We still have the option to go back. We just need that Titan to eat me. Then Rice will become human again.
You want it in that guy's hands?
It's worth considering and undo the First King's brainwashing. Assuming that it can be done, it may well open a path to save humanity.
Assuming that they can actually save humanity. They have the power to it.
Are you really willing to do it?
Yes, I am.
To atone for the sins of my father.
I can't let you. The plan you're discussing is full of flaws. For one
Thank
thing, it might not be possible to free my father from the First King's will. If he alters everyone's memories, we're finished.
She's right. It's not even guaranteed that Rice would turn back to normal if he did eat Aaron. That's just a hypothesis. No one's actually seen it happen before.
This is humanity's first chance to escape from them. Aaron, your father wasn't evil.
Yeah, Historia.
He was trying to save humanity from the First King. He stole the founding Titan from my sister, and then he murdered my father's wife and children because he had no other choice.
He had to break the cycle.
Everyone's life hinges on your being able to control this power.
The Dr. Yeager I knew would only have done something like that if he felt like he had to.
Agreed. He must have known another way.
Get to the cellar.
Cellar.
Your cellar?
Believe in the man you know your dad to be.
You mean it's actually important now?
For whatever it's worth, I think we should stick with Aaron too. But listen, are you sure about this, Historia? Capturing it isn't an option. It's way too big.
Killing it is only
Our only way forward is to kill your father.
not really her father. He showed you like one moment of kindness when he hugged you. And even then it was to manipulate you.
Yeah, but you can't really blame her for wondering, like,
No.
what if he could be a real dad?
Under the Rice Chapel, I really considered turning into a Titan and killing you. Honestly,
Mika's gonna kill you just for thinking it.
even more than that, I wanted him to like me.
Yep. And to love you.
Understandable.
But it's time for me and him to part ways now.
This story has just been so impressive.
Yeah, she has.
These last couple episodes.
Please have your squad stand by in the hall now. They're almost ready to begin the meeting. We'll be right there. There's something we need you to do.
What's that?
This is an order from Erwin. Seeing as you're the true successor to the throne, you'll become queen.
Queen Historia?
Yep.
You're kidding, right?
The coup d'etat was successful, but the people won't follow military rule forever. We need to give them a heartwarming story. One where the rightful heir retakes her crown from the pretender.
You're fit to lead.
You heard what Historia was saying earlier, didn't you, Captain? It sounded to me like maybe she finally broke off from that part of her life, you know?
What Connie's trying to say is that Historia finally broke free from the Rice family.
And now we're making her.
I just don't think it's fair.
It's fine. Then that's what I'll do.
But Historia...
I do appreciate your concern. Whether this is forced on me is really up to me to decide. And before that, I have one condition for you. While my fate is still my own, I want to put everything I have on the line.
Aww.
Once you're queen, you can punch that smug runt right in the face.
I'm sure everyone here would like to hear your plan. How can we evacuate the people in such a short time? That's not part of the plan.
Yeah.
What's that?
We're attacking.
The people of Orvud district will need to stay exactly where they are. But, Commander...
They're bait. I trust Nervin, so I don't care.
Trust him too, but I would like to know what he's up to.
We'll find out next episode.
Yes, we will.
Historia. Just, I mean, she is definitely fit to be a ruler, and, you know, because someone that doesn't want power, someone that is able to, you know, someone that has the emotions that, you know, I don't know. It's like a lot of times, like emotion, if like you think of it as being weak or whatever. If you have emotions, if you let yourself feel or whatever, a leader's not supposed to do that. And, but like she was very honest. She's like very like good at assessing herself and the fact that she's like, okay, I wanted my dad to like me there. You know, that's like, I wasn't doing it just to be the savior and everything. Like her honesty in that situation with herself, with everyone else was just, it was crazy impressive. But also to have that moment as well, you know, I feel like will help her be a good leader. You know, just going through those moments, because the more you experience in life, the more you're able to empathize with other people, because you've been in those same situations, you've had those same feelings, you've gone through it before. So I think that's really important. And yeah, and just like, you know, I mean, she wants to do it because it's what's best for everyone else. And it's not necessarily what's best for her, what she might want. But she's like, you know what, this is something I can do to help humanity out. And I think in one sense, she's also thinking, you know, screw her bloodline and everything out and all that, but it still has run through her. And she's the last Rice or whatever to make everything better after all the other ones fucked it up. Then good.
Yeah, I mean, Historia for the MVP for sure right now. The willingness to become queen. I know it sounds like, ooh, she gets to become queen. No, but it's like not an easy job. And so like her willingness to kind of sacrifice whatever she might have wanted for her future and her own independence. And I'm not sure necessarily like where Ymir would fit into this story. And of course it was Ymir's voice that she was hearing in like the clutch moment, and be willing to take that on is huge. Her, as everybody else is going like, well, so Eren, you know, it might come to this. And she's like, no, like, hold up here. I mean, there was a time that it felt like Krista was kind of meek and shy and timid and like
just a nice girl.
Just the nice girl, really. And so like this Historia, she is an intelligent, ballsy, independent woman. I'm like, hell yeah, like she could go be queen. I'd follow her.
Yeah, agreed. I did like the fact that they like held a long shot on Mikasa after Historia was like, I was gonna kill you, Eren. And he's like, what? What'd you say, bitch?
Yes.
Be careful what you say next, because I might just go over there and cut you.
Yeah, the facial change in Mikasa in the blink of an eye and then that long stare was just fantastic.
Also, I mean, I do appreciate the like exposition or whatever, but like it's done in a good way where they're going over it themselves. They're like, okay, like, you know, there's so much shit going on. Like, let's recap here on what we know so far.
Yes, thank God for Hanji doing that.
Yeah, but I must have missed it. I don't know how she was able to piece it together that like by absorbing, I get you absorb all the memories of the people before you. I got that part. And like, you know, you get like the history of everything, but I didn't get that like you then all of a sudden, just because you know all the history and you know like all their memories, then all of a sudden you are like indoctrinated or whatever. And then you then believe exactly what the kings, you know, believed, the first king believed in. That part I didn't I didn't get. So I'm glad that they explained that. But that is only triggered if you're in the bloodline.
Yeah, it's interesting because like you can see someone else's, or I should say, I assume, have not done it, but like you could absorb someone else's memories and yet still retain your own mind, and therefore it would be seen through the lens of your mind. And sure, someone's memories is their journey. It probably is going to make them like an empathetic character. Naturally, people are the hero of their own story, so naturally, if the memories play like a movie, they're going to be the hero of that movie. But still, like, to think that you suddenly lose your mind is a lot scarier than just like, oh, you get more knowledge. Like there's getting more knowledge and then there's getting your mind wiped. And it kind of makes me think more and more about our like lava monster super titan worm, because he's clearly not formed correctly. And Historia said, like, if he wipes everyone's minds, we're done, game over. It feels like if he had that ability, he would have used it by now.
Well, yeah, but he could only have that ability if he eats Eren. Right now, he's just a mindless Titan, but like then he'll get, if he eats another Titan, he gets their abilities.
Super power. Okay,
and
yeah,
then
that's
gets consciousness, and so that's why, yeah.
I was leaving that part out of my brain.
It's all right. There's a lot of shit going on right now.
There is, because like part of me was just like, where my brain was going with that was that like I don't think that because he only got like a droplet, I don't think he got enough maybe to actually fulfill that power. Now, if he eats Eren, then he would. So game over.
Yeah. Oh, so the other big thing is like, so the other thing is the armored Titan that Eren took, the serum. So then they have different little serums and vials of like for the different abilities for the Titans. They can kind of like pick and choose which abilities each Titan gets and each person gets. Like, I wonder if some of that is in the basement of his dad's cellar or whatever. Like, they have the different abilities all mapped out there. So I don't know. That was just another thing that I thought was interesting. That's gonna like, hopefully come up again.
Yeah, I mean, we assumed up until this point that any special abilities they had, they just kind of like
luck of the draw, or
sort of like, I don't know, divinely given, or they got them through eating someone with that ability. I like your idea about maybe a treasure trove of powers in the basement or in the cellar. Hopefully we're finally going to get to the cellar.
Yeah.
Which kind of reminds me about like another thing I'm just going to add to the shout outs for Historia was her willingness to see not only Eren, like, and through Eren and through the plan at that moment, but through Eren's dad, and to be like, he was trying to save humanity. Like, I don't even think Eren had a full ability of time to like process all that information, let alone like go from seeing his dad from like the hero to the villain to the hero again. Like, he's stuck somewhere in the swinging of all that. But his story was like, wait a minute, no, your dad was a good guy. Like, she could see through all that. So like her perceptiveness and everything is very much on point. Another reason she's gonna be a great queen.
Yeah, agreed. And it's just like, depends on the lens with which you're seeing things, right? He got told through by the king, who I think, is a little bit skewed. So,
heavily biased.
His version, just a little bit biased, just a little bit. But you get told that, your dad's killed people. He's a murderer. My dad is a murderer. So, I mean, you don't think like, it's tough to go from, I think this person is a murderer, to like, they're a hero. Like, that's a tough jump to like, you think they're a murderer and you're just like, all of a sudden, like, that's a huge blow. Like, and then he remembered that he killed his dad. That's another big devastating blow, like to psyche. And so then he thinks he deserves to die because he ate his dad. He thinks his dad deserved to die anyways because like his dad ended up being a murderer and not being the person that he thought he was. So it's like no, but like story coming in, he was a heroic murderer. Like, yes, he murdered my entire family, but he did it for the right reasons.
Well said.
I don't know about well said, but yeah, I was just like, okay. I mean, yeah, he still killed people. But it's like, but this is war, so it was a little bit different. And I think more so it's just saying that like, her family was not innocent, and they were like, he was trying to break the cycle of everything, and like this ended up probably being the only way he saw possible for it. And I liked Armin stepping up, and Mikasa also saying that like, yeah, that sounds more like the person that we knew. And it's like, you got to remember that person. I mean, sometimes you can be fooled, but other times, you just gotta, if you're hearing something conflicting stories about somebody that you know and you love, you got to try to like, one, think about where this information is coming from,
Yep.
And then also try to like, remember the person that you know. So I'm just saying, if you murdered somebody, I would say like would wonder if you did it heroically.
You would know that I did it because they tried to hurt one of our dogs.
Yes, exactly.
So it would be heroic.
Anyways, this is gonna be used in court. So let us know what you thought about this episode down below in the comments. And if you want early ad-free access and full uncut reactions, go ahead and check out our Patreon. You can get a month ahead and see every moment over there. Links in the description of the video. We also have early access here on YouTube. If you just want to stay right here, still get a month ahead. It won't be ad-free, but hit the join button if you're interested. And thanks for watching Attack on Titan with us, but just keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.